Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is that you're clicking on this video. I am actually in a hotel room. Reason being is we just had an amazing meeting yesterday with the Philadelphia area, and we had a guest speaker, which was Patrick Paul from from Florida. He came down and he talked to the agents about the 20-point system. And basically what the 20-point system is a spreadsheet of different activities that you should or could do within your business on a daily basis. So your goal is to push for 20 points per day. And in doing that, you will earn a 100,000 plus income for the year. All right. I did record that part of the training. It's about 22 minutes long, and I will post that at some point. But for this video, I'm just sitting in this hotel room. My husband is outdoor knocking. I'm about to get on the phones. I have my list of leads to make phone calls to. I have my lovely little, my trucker's headset that will cancel out the noise because I do know that it's echoing in here. But I wanted to stop and just jump on here real quick for you guys. One of the main things that stood out to me yesterday in that meeting from Patrick Paul was the fact that, him coming into the business, he was broke. He only had $500 to his name. He had made $1 million before working in the real estate agency. And then when that market had crashed, as a lot of individuals know that was in real estate several years back, they went bankrupt. He literally had to file bankrupt. And he had found this opportunity through Troy. And he heard that you can get paid the same day, and he jumped right in. And one of the things that, again, really just keeps ringing in my ear was that he sat down and he put a plan together in order for him to achieve making $100,000 per month. Right? And I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, what? You're trying to push for $100,000 in a year. And here, this is a man that came into the business with a vision so large as to how can I make $100,000 per month. So I'm sitting here, and it is now March. We are at the beginning of March, in the middle of March. And I'm looking at what is necessary to qualify for the company contest. Now, I am spoiled. I have been at every trip. My husband, top producer, he takes me every single year. And this year I'm looking at where I am as far as qualifying, because we both can qualify and we both can take somebody extra with us. And I'm looking at the numbers. And literally, I would need to do about $30,000 per month from now until the end of July in order to be able to take, I guess, 2 additional people, because my husband would then be able to take another agent, and I would also be able to take an agent. And when I broke down the numbers, it's like I'm scratching my head for real, but I'm scratching my head for real looking at the numbers. And just to do $30,000 in production, you really are looking to collect $2,500 in premium per month, which is $625 in a week, which is $125 a day. $125 a day. The average app is going to be between $45 to $55. So you're looking at gaining, 3 apps per day. And that's only looking at working Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Saturday, 5 days out of the week. $125. When I stop and think about how many times I've had over $100 apps, $60 apps, $90 apps, whatever, how many times? Like, it happens quite often. And then I stop and I think, like, well, why haven't I done $30,000 in a month? Why aren't the majority of agents hitting $30,000 in production per month? And just like to stop, just looking back at, if in fact you did $30,000 a month as a brand new agent, your gross is $14,000. Who doesn't want that? Like, who does not want that? And if you did $14,000 in 12 months, you're at 168,000. And then your residuals are going to add on top of that, right? I'm just looking at the advanced amount that we receive when we write a policy. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. And then today's word, right? Today's devotion. I have my little, can you even see it? There we go. Our devotion. Distraction, the enemy of direction. I'm going to read this to you, and it's not long, but let's listen to how this really ties into our business. And it may not be just your life insurance business. It could be any business that you're in, especially in the sales arena where you have an opportunity to make as much money as you want. And just listen to this. This is interesting. How could the wisest man in history turn away from God? How could the leader whose gifts and focus once made him the talk of the world get distracted from his calling? The temptations that entice Solomon continue to attack every leader. Once we arrive, it becomes easy to stop feeling hungry for growth and excellence. Let me repeat that. The temptations that enticed Solomon continue to attack every leader. Once we arrive, it becomes easy to stop feeling hungry for growth and excellence. How quickly we become satisfied and how soon we begin to spiral downward. Note how this process of decay looked for Solomon. And of course, I'm on here so my dog wants to play, right? Hold on. Come on. You wasn't even thinking about this thing until I got on here. All right. Sorry about that. So, go ahead on. Distractions. He deviated from his call to lead and be a light to the nations. Adversaries. God raised up adversaries to steer him back to his priorities and call. 3. Self-absorption. He became consumed with himself rather than his call. 4. Loss of God's presence. God withdrew his anointing. 5. Pursuit of pleasure. He became even more obsessed with his own pleasure. And 6. Emptiness. He finally grew weary of his pursuits and recognized his emptiness. Now let's take this back to your business, right? In case you missed it. Or just at least what I gained from this reading this morning. Most of us, whenever we've been in the insurance industry for some time, including myself, our pay through grows. It just grows. And our pay through is our residual income that we receive between the first and the third business day of each month. And then as we are writing business, we also are advanced for the new business that we write. A lot of managers, a lot of agents, because you don't have to be a manager in order to make money in this industry. Well, at least within Lincoln Heritage's platform anyway. Once we hit a certain level of income, a lot of us get comfortable. We get comfortable and we forget about the vision that we once had. You know, our focus gets lost because when we first came in here, we were constantly thinking about we were broke and broken. We needed the money. We wanted to help people. Some of our passion was really to come out and help the community, help individuals who do not have life insurance and the families that are suffering because of individuals not being covered, and we die every day. And that is a large expense that hits our family. What happened to that vision? What happened to that focus? Well, what happened is we became comfortable. We're getting paid anyway. Most of us, when we wake up every day, once a week, we're getting a pay anyway. And we've lost that sight of why we started this business in the first place. And that's dangerous. That's exactly where the enemy wants us to be. He wants us to be comfortable. He wants us not to look and write out the plan and see how easy it really is or how easy it can be if we really focused on the goal, if we focused on the vision, focused on our dreams. We would be able to have anything that we want. I really do believe that God has created each and every one of us in his image. And what does that mean? Think about that. If we were created in God's image, how powerful are we really? The word says power of life and death are in our tongue. We are listening to ourselves more than we listen to anybody else. What we're saying out of our mouth, what we are listening and saying in our own head, the little visions, the little voices, that's going on. Visions as well, because you can visualize yourself being attacked by some senior at the door. That's why you don't want to knock. Or, the vision of when you pick up that phone and make that call that they're going to scream at you or they're going to hang up on you or make you feel some kind of way, right? How many times does that really happen compared to how many times that you really can help somebody, right? So losing that focus, the distractions, deviating from the light, adversaries. Think about how many times we are being attacked. Car breaks down. We get a repo. And that's really not the devil. That's us not being focused on the tickets that we received and the job we were supposed to do to make the money to pay the tickets, so we didn't get a boot. So a lot of these things that we call the devil are really just, as my husband says, stupid tax. We are not handling our business. So you have to be careful with that. But even things that really do come against us that we have no control over, is it God trying to redirect us back to him, back to what he told us that we can have, right? But we're so focused out here trying to do everything on our own that we're lost, we're confused, we are overwhelmed, we're losing it. We're losing it. But we have everything that we need. My group name is Life Now. Bosses Life Now. So what I'm looking for when I'm hiring agents, especially within 2019 moving forward, are individuals who want to be a boss. Those individuals that are not wanting to be so much as pushy and arrogant bosses, but those that want to boss up. They want to be paying attention to their own business. They want to be self-sufficient, self-motivating. Those that have a vision and know that they can obtain that vision. Living life now is living in full expectation, never-ending opportunities within. Because I truly believe that we have everything that we need inside of us right now. It's because of the external things that are around us that has caused us to doubt, caused us to have fear, caused us to believe that we are less than. It's all of these other things, people, those that we love and trust that don't believe because they just don't believe it for themselves. And honestly, what God has called you to do is for you. And a lot of people are not going to understand that. You're going to lose a lot of friends. You're going to lose a lot of loved ones that don't understand the process of what you're going through. But you got to hold true. We have to get back focused. We have to get back to the grind of looking at what it is we want. Being self-absorbed, being consumed with yourself rather than what your call is. I've gone to some of the meetings and I've noticed that there's not a lot of agents coming to the meetings anymore. And why? Because they think they have arrived and now they're self-consumed. They're just doing their own thing. They're getting the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 paid out at the beginning of the month. They're writing a couple policies throughout the course of the month, getting a couple extra dollars, and they made it. The meetings are set up for you to be able to help those that are new, that are coming into this opportunity, and they need that energy. They need our energy, right? And guess what? We need their energy too. When I have a chance to talk to new agents and I feel that excitement, I feel they're just unbelief that they can actually make the money that is here, that they could get paid every day if they go to work and they write a good to go policy, to see that and then to be able to show them like, no, this is true. Look, this is how you do it. It drives me to another level. But when we are on our own island and we really are thinking that we have just arrived, we are losing the opportunity to help somebody else. And we are losing that time where we can get that excitement back from the new person, right? Being lost in God's presence. Again, feeling that we have arrived and we no longer feel like we need to thank God. But when we had that flat tire and no money to get another tire, and we're sitting here wondering who was going to help us to put on this donut and how we were going to make, or get this money. And then somebody blesses you and you're thanking God left and right. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much, God. God is good. God is great. But guess what? He's good and great all the time. All the time. Even when you are getting paid $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, a day, a week, right? He's still good. And we can't lose sight of that, because just as fast as we made this money can be taken away from us. Hence, Patrick Paul talking about, his millions that he had in the real estate industry, in the mortgage industry, and then he lost everything. Gotta be careful. We have to be careful. Pursuit of pleasure, becoming obsessed with your own pleasure. I mean, you can take that anywhere you want to go. We all have different pleasures, whether it's the alcohol, whether it's the drugs, whether it's the women, the partying, whatever, right? We have to be careful not to lose ourselves when we make the money. We need to invest. We need to put money away. We need to focus on others and help build other people up and sow a seed into somebody else, whether it's a financial, definitely a word of encouragement, whatever it takes. We need to make sure that we are giving back to others. All right. So I didn't do my weekly praise post last week, so I'm jumping in with this one, as well as just thinking about, you know, the meetings and being an agent and in the sales. Guys, we have no limit to the income that we can make, that we can earn. And especially with the residuals, every app that we write, every family that we help, we continue to build our pay every single month. There's so much out here. We need to get away from sitting in front of this phone if we are not doing something that's going to build us up, where we can build up others, or to learn, obviously building us up. If you're constantly on your phone playing a game or surfing Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, the dating apps, whatever it is that you're doing on this phone that is not building you up, not teaching you something, not helping you learn or grow, guys, put the phone away. Put it away. We have to change our habits. We have to get back to the excitement of our dream, our vision. I'm sure we all have not arrived. And even if you're a millionaire, what else can you do? Who can you help? Who can you help to become a millionaire? Who can you impart all that knowledge, all that time that you put in? Because I'm sure you didn't make it to that status on your own. You needed individuals, workers, employers, to help you, employees. You needed mentors to help you. You needed the motivational speakers on YouTube to help you to keep your mind right. You needed God, right? You needed someone else to help you. If you're there, come and help somebody else, right? So guys, love you. Have a great day. I have my numbers down in front of me. Every time I keep looking at this sheet and the number, I know why I haven't done 30,000, because I don't work every day. I already know why. And so do you. So with that, I hope that you guys take a moment to sit down and write out your plan. Write the numbers out. Put it plain. Keep it in front of you. And anytime you feel like you don't want to do it, that's when you push even harder. So with that, I'm out. I'm going to jump on these phones and do what I need to do, because it is time to step it up in 2019. No longer can I live comfortable, because I'm nowhere near where I need to be. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, neither are you. So let's go. Peace. Time to boss up.